Hello and welcome to CTE 4200, Assessment and Contextual Learning Environments. And this is for the summer term, beginning summer of 2025. And I'm John Cannon, the instructor for the course. And this recording is intended to provide an introduction for the course, the expectations and assignments, and also to go through the Canvas website. So we'll go ahead and get started. I'm going to share my screen and take us right into the website. So we're looking at the website. When you log in and click on CTE 4200, this is what will come up. And let's just go through it. The website at the top here, underneath the introductory paragraphs, is course information. And each of these links are open. The course overview, the course objectives, learning objectives. There's the syllabus, and we'll go over the syllabus shortly. There's a page for me, so you get to know who I am. And I'm located at the U of I Boise Center in Boise. There's a link here to my webpage and also a link to email so that you can, if you need to reach me with a question or concern with the class, you can click on here and it will open up an email with my email address. You can do that through whatever email platform you're using. There's also a platform or there's also email through Canvas. It's over here on the left. You click on the inbox and that will take you to email. Here's my phone number, and I will do my best to respond within 24 hours if you have a question and reach out to me. So next thing is the course textbook. And the textbook is available through the University of Idaho's Inclusive Access. I have a link here that explains it, and also a link here to help you access the textbook. Just click on here, and that will take you into the library that the system is set up for you with access to the textbook. And you'll click on it, and it will come up, and you will have access to an electronic version of the textbook. We'll go ahead and get out of here. And the university will send you information on the inclusive access and the charge. And also, if you decide to opt out, you're welcome to buy a hard copy of the book or buy an online copy, an ebook through either Pearson or Amazon. And I have links here to get you to the publisher's website or the Amazon website. So textbook. Next thing is course structure. And this will explain the general instructions and the course structure. The course is organized by learning sessions, and each learning session is broken up into modules. And with each module, there will be a reading assignment. If you have the electronic version, the e-version of the book, you will be able to have access to review videos that are provided with the e-text. You'll be required to write a reflective commentary on the reading and activities. And then the final thing will be a chapter quiz that you'll be able to access in Canvas. This is a fully online course. It's an at your own pace course. I will do my best to get all of the learning sessions and modules and everything open as soon as possible within the first week of the start. And the start is June 9th for the 2025 summer term. So we'll get that up and running as soon as possible. Here's a link. Go back to the home page or link to getting started page. And then the getting started page, I provide a link, another link to the syllabus, um, purchasing information on purchasing the textbook, which we've gone over. Have you go in and post on the discussion board something, a introductory post with photograph. And here, if you have any general questions, I have a link in the discussion board. But if you have specific questions, you can always email me. And here's my email address. So let's go back to home and let's go through the syllabus. And there are numerous ways to get a hold of the syllabus. I've emailed it out. There are numerous links in Canvas. And so we'll just go through it. The beginning, the reasonable accommodation statement from the university. Also, my contact information. Again, I'm in Boise at the U of I Boise Center, Southwest Idaho, Boise Center. Here's my phone number. Here's my email address. If you wish to set up an appointment, just drop me an email and we'll get an appointment set. Now, the college's vision, college mission, our conceptual framework. Here's the course description, the goals, expectations, and course objectives, and the updated teacher preparation standards. The course doesn't align completely with all the standards, but quite a few of these teacher preparation standards are met with this assessment course. Here's University of Idaho's teacher education dispositions, just dispositions, social skills that teachers have as they become professionals in their professional work. Again, the required texts, already mentioned it, Chappus and Stiggins, the 7th edition. More links here on getting information on inclusive access, and then also getting in to get your textbook. There's more information. And then it goes into the learning activities. And the first one is the self-introduction, which is due June 15th. And have you post an introduction of yourself and also a photo or two, which shows us, helps us to get to know you a little bit better. And we'll go into these assignments and the links here shortly. And then here's instructions on how to post your photo in Canvas. The learning module chapter reflections from the Stiggins text. And this provides information on how to format your reflective commentary. It's in 2 parts. The first one, a focus on 1 or 2 points of particular interest that caught your attention. And the second one is how you will focus on the application and how you will use this in your professional practice. The capstone assignment, the major assignment for the class, is the assessment portfolio, and we will go through that here later. There's a quiz for each learning module, which are aligned with the chapters from the textbook. You do an end of the course survey, and this will help provide feedback for ways to improve this course, CTE 4200, for future offerings. And then an end of course discussion, the last discussion posting. 3 questions will guide that. What's the most important thing that you learned in the course? What is your most important unanswered question at the end of the course? And how will you use the knowledge learned and the skills developed to achieve your educational career goals? To have the deadlines for each of the assignments. And let's see if there's anything else to go over here. With the reflections, there's not a requirement, no requirement to respond to any of the other students' postings. It is encouraged to begin a discussion in the online setting. There's the grading policy and the grading scale breakdown. Uh, the introduction in the discussion board, that's due June 15th. All of the other assignments need to be completed by August 1st, the last day of the course. And these are to be submitted through Canvas. And we can go into the academic integrity policy of the university, and then the course schedule of activities, and the getting started um, is open. It'll officially begin on the first day of the course on Monday, June 9th. And then this will be due uh, for completion or suggested completion by the 15th. And then I have it broken down by learning sessions, which are broken out into two learning modules, which align with the textbook. And total of 14 modules, 6 learning sessions. And everything will need to be wrapped up by August 1st, the last day of the summer term. August 1st will get here sooner rather than later. It is good to begin the course. And again, this is an online course at your own pace, but it's good to get started early and to keep up with it. If you start early and get done, say you get done by July 1, no problem there. We're good with it. I know some students will do that. Other students will, because of time commitments, family commitments, will need to take the entire 8 weeks. And that's just the nature of a course. So then there's more University of Idaho policy um, in here. And if you have any questions, let me know. We'll go over the assessment portfolio shortly. Let me close out of the syllabus. And let's go. Let's go ahead. We'll start going over the assignments. And the first one is self-introduction. And it looks like we've already had a student, John David, who has posted his introduction. Thank you, John. And then I have posted mine and a little bit about who I am, and also uh, 3 photos that I've taken over the last year in my travels. Here's how to guide your introduction, and please post a photo that kind of shows, it kind of helps us get to know you a little bit better. It can be a hobby that you enjoy doing. It could be family. It could be from your career. Anything that you post, it'll help us to get to know who you are. So let's go back to the home. Going to leave the final portfolio to the end. So the other one, and the access is denied because I don't have that open. We'll get that open for you. And both the end of course survey and of course reflection due August 1st. Let me open the portfolio. And this is the capstone. This is the capstone assignment for the course, and it is very detailed. And if you go in, and this is also appendix to the syllabus, and this will tell you the purpose of this assignment. The purpose of the assignment is to help you develop a process for assessing student learning, assessing your student learning. And there are going to be 5 parts of the portfolio. The first one is the context, and that's just a description of your course, students in the course, and also you describe your students, and this helps with the planning. Second part is a lesson plan. And this guides you on putting together a narrative for the lesson that's going to be assessed, and things to reflect upon as you plan, and also to provide as a narrative in your portfolio. Then the next thing is the analysis, and that is going over your students and evaluating and analyzing the data from from your assessment, and then your feedback, how you provide feedback to students, how they know how to improve, how they know where they're at. And then the final thing is to provide next steps. How you would do if you when you do it again, what are changes that'll need to be made and why, and how you can improve the learning for your students. Now, this is a summer course, and most of you probably won't be in the classroom this summer. So use an assessment that you used this past spring in the classroom, and use uh, the assessment results, the data from your students. Go ahead and use that for this assignment. If you have any questions on this, let me know. This is a complicated assignment, but it does provide you with excellent feedback um, a class on your class. It helps in your evaluation process, and it helps as you revise as necessary, refine as necessary your courses, and also improve assessments and improve the learning environment for your students. So again, let me know if you have any questions. If you're teaching a summer class, that would be great. Use that. If not, then use a class from this past spring semester. If you're not in a classroom yet, please let me know, and I'll work with you to help you create an assessment. We might not be able to get through all of the parts of the portfolio, but you can get a good start uh, with the context, the planning, and being ready to use this as an assessment instrument when you get into your classroom. And that takes care of the assignments. Again, the assignments for the class is to provide your introduction on Canvas, provide a reflective commentary for each of the learning modules, complete the quiz for each of the learning modules, the final portfolio, which will be submitted by August 1, then the end of the course survey by August 1, and the end of course reflection by August 1. And as I said, if you have any questions, do not hesitate. Drop me an email, give me a call, let me know, and I will get with you if you need to schedule an appointment to go over the portfolio. We can do that. If you have any other questions or concerns about the club course, please let me know. Thank you, and I will talk to you later.